I am so sorry. Woo. Excuse me. Hold on, give me 1 second. Oh, excuse me. Whew. Okay. Hello. Welcome to my channel. Let me do my introduction because I feel like I finally have it kind of down what I want to say. Sometimes I have an introduction and sometimes I don't. But both times you understand what's going on here. So I want to say welcome to my channel. Okay, I kind of feel like a YouTuber now, just a little bit. I feel like at first it was just like we were just throwing content at the wall, like hopefully it'll stick. So, but I mean, it was always readings, but I'm just saying content in general. So welcome to my channel. My name is With the Love Kendra. If this is your first time here, what's up? Sorry for the long introduction and getting into the spot, but hey, this ain't rehearsed. This is some real life stuff. If you coming back, hey, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for your support. Go ahead and smash the like button. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you locked in, shit, hit the subscribe button. You feel me? Like this is like death row. I don't want to say that, but if you fuck with me, you gotta fuck with me for real, okay? I'm just kidding, but not for real. We can grow together, okay? All right, let's lock in. Let's see what's going on in your heart space, because I keep hearing that song by Michelle. It's something in my heart, something in my heart, something in my sky. But I don't feel like this is about love. I just feel like, you know, your heart space. Okay, you could have felt like your heart was getting tampered. You could be feeling like your heart was getting played with. You could have felt like somebody stumped on your heart. You could be like, you know, you was the love of my life. Now look where you got me at. Okay, somebody here could be a Cancer. Okay, I was also picking up on someone being diagnosed with cancer too. Man, sending healing to whomever that is that may be dealing with that situation. Okay. Priestess energy. There's a lot of bottom of the deck is breaking the chain. Okay, it says ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future, which is basically you rewiring your brain. I do see this energy of you guys. I've been picking up on this a lot. You guys jumping timelines like fucking crazy, like jackrabbits around this motherfucker. Like alchemy, 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 alchemy. Right? Like you know what I'm saying? Like you don't ever stop changing. You don't ever stop evolving. Like you're never the same person that you were the day before. Like you really don't be on no games. Like you're always about self-improvement in the best way. And it's not even an obsession. It's not toxic. It's just like, I'm going to do better than I did yesterday. I'm going to give myself the space to be in a frequency better than the frequency that I had yesterday, or the thought that I had yesterday, or the negative, you know, whatever, right? Whatever energy that you could have been operating in that you were like, yeah, that wasn't really me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm going to give myself grace to change that. And I do feel like that says more so to your emotional well-being, right? It's not, and it could be an energy output, right, towards someone specifically, but it does have a lot more to do with your heart space and how it makes you feel, and why do you have that feeling? What experience did that feeling come? Where did that feeling come from? From what experience, right? How did we get here? And exploring the depths of your nature like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get to sit down and you get to talk to yourself and you get to figure out, I'm also hearing the words worry about, right? So even if you do find yourself stressing or worrying or over analyzing things, that's normal. Please don't ever let nobody be like, yeah, you shouldn't be worried about the shit, and then just detach. Like, no, you still gonna think about it. Like, you may even worry yourself to a point of a tizzy or a little bout of stress, which that isn't healthy. But I will say, on the lighter side of worrying about things, it does create space for alternatives or options. And the best way to receive that is when you just allow yourself to give yourself grace, or you take a bold move, you take a leap of faith, you refrain from maybe a certain mindset or attitude, right? And operating that way, or choosing to operate that way, has gotten you very far on your journey. I see you have a lot of gratitude for life in itself because of how beautiful things unfold. And it may not always be glorious when you're in the present moment, but you're like, I'm hearing that song from Set It Off at the end, day after day. Okay, that is such a damn sad ass song. Damn, that's a sad song. Well, because of the movie, right? But the song is sad, anyways. But the day after day reference in itself is like, each day you're choosing something new, you're choosing something different. And don't ever beat up yourself. Don't beat up on yourself for resting. Don't ever beat yourself up for choosing rest, for putting yourself first for the very first time, like in ways where you're like, oh, I didn't have the energy to do that, right? Because it's not so much, alignment is not about perfection. It's not about what you're achieving. You know what I'm saying? Alignment has a lot more to do with what feels good to you in that present moment, and what you can offer you. Because once you offer the best version or the best energetic frequency that you can give in that moment, it's not doing any damage to anyone else. Now it may make them feel a certain type of way. That's their own thing to deal with. But you know what I'm saying? Ultimately, you satisfying your need for rest, or needing to set something else aside so that, you know what I mean, you can feel good about you. Let's pull some tarot out here. You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. It definitely is gonna be it's always gonna be that though. I'm hearing op. It's always gonna be an op who's gonna take that and they gonna spin that narrative, or somebody gonna record it and they gonna change it to make it be what they want it to be. Okay, but I can't do nothing about how people take what I say and they want it to, you know what I mean, flip for them and their occasion, their circumstance, whatever. I can't do nothing about that, baby. Okay, I can't do nothing about that. Day after day. Look. Nine of Wands, Temperance energy. Both Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius is the spiritual teacher. It's the archer, right? I'm hearing upon divine arrival, divine timing. It's no matter the length, the time, the distance, I'm going to get there no matter how far I have to go. Some of you guys are definitely in this energy, this era of ancient energy. I'm really looking at her face. Wow. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. You know what this is giving me? And I literally want to cry. But can you imagine if you were a deity, and I don't know, 1400-year-old deity, 1800-year-old deity. And it's like you wake up here, and it's like, surprise! You wake up here, and It's like you finally realize who you are. You finally see how people have tried to take you so far away from your throne, so far away from your royal lineage. And I feel like the royal lineage part and how this 1800-year-old energy fits into where you are in the present moment is like for generation, year after year, right? This place that were always supposed to be in because things happen over the centuries. That's sad as fuck. But things have happened over centuries. Serious energy here. Things have happened over centuries that have gotten you lost, right? Like every year, every century, like every year you forgot what your assignment was supposed to be. But not this one. Not by far, like not by a long shot. Look at this. This is beautiful. Oh my God. Come on, Spirit. Ace of Cups with the Hierophant energy being here. Like, babe, you have not forgotten who you are. You are not lost. The Devil card energies in the reverse. You are really starting to come home to yourself. You're starting to appreciate yourself more. Some of you guys could just be going out, like you're showing your appreciation for your journey and where you are in life and the fact that you're healthy and that you're living and that you're choosing to just live life in a way that's free from any type of toxins or toxicity, things that have slowed you down before. Like, you really do truly live this like sort of life where you're free from a lot of things. Somebody here could also be I'm hearing sober living, so I don't know if you're actually like living in a facility of some kind, but you could be. Somebody also could have recently had their tonsils taken out. You could be asking, like, why? It was for a purpose. You don't need your tonsils, but I feel like you recently had your tonsils taken out or your braces or something done to your mouth, and it was done so that you wouldn't speak. I feel like Spirit didn't want you to get hurt some type of way. 4 swords here. Like they didn't want you to speak because I felt like you would have spoke up on something and it would have just ended up getting you hurt. Maybe you guys you were gonna say something and then you just decide that you didn't want to because you're like, yeah, I just know I'm gonna get myself hurt. Like, yeah, y'all released yourselves from some type of old pattern. Whatever you were gonna say, whatever you were gonna do, whatever you was gonna write down, something written, you could have just decided to journal it instead. But you went within and you alchemized this energy because you were like, you know what? I'm not even finna make myself look like that. I'm not finna go out bad like that. Like, I ain't finna even put myself on any type of notice. Like, when I say notice, it's like, you know how you will put yourself like on a flyer, or you will put yourself on this like type of frequency. I don't know why it's like a flyer, but it's like someone to be like, oh, you don't want to make yourself be labeled a certain type of way. And it's like, if you would have reacted, or if you would have said, or if you would have and I don't feel like you were being reactive, more just so like you wanted to speak your piece about something and you chose to not do that. Somebody's name is Dave. I'm also hearing you just chose not to give in, right? You were like, you know what? I'm not even going to react to that. I'm not even going to respond to that. I don't even have words for that. Like, I don't even, you were just like, it's just no point of me doing that. You freed yourself from some type of bondage that you have been in. And this is like a spiritual thing too, because I feel like you guys always, I'm hearing counterfeits. There are always counterfeit energies that are around you, or they're always surrounding you, right? Like just fake ass people, fake ass energy. And that's what counterfeit is. And I don't want to say fake ass like that because that's really harsh. But it's true. It's just like people who are always in your energetic field or within your orbit or whatever, and they're not really showing you anything. They don't actually, like, if you're here in the forefront, right, they will be the ones that are orbiting in the back. Like, they don't actually do anything for you. Like, and I'm not wording that right. They don't actually really, they're not really a part of your reality. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, why even notice them? Why even give it anything, you know? Or like, why give it anything, right? It's like the divine is giving you a new opportunity. The divine is giving you a bold, brand new start. So it's like, you don't have to control anything anymore. You don't have to feel like you need to be. And when I say control, it's like tapping into your masculine energy, where you're like, you want to respond a certain way so that a person will know, like, don't mess with me, right? Like, don't play with me. But instead, like, you got into a real control, because leaders need to learn how to lead from different spaces. It's not always about what you say. It's more about how you move, you know? And both things can be true, what you say and what you do, right? But I feel like the way that you're showing your leadership right now to the divine and through the divine light that's on you is how you're moving. Sorry for the lighting change. I heard winners never quit. How are you being called to step up and lead? Look at the Ace of Pentacles. And then the Moon card is in the reverse. Like, and the King of Swords. This is beautiful. You guys know. Look, King of Wands energy is in the reverse. You know what's meant for you. You know what's meant to come with you. Right? I'm hearing something about showing you things. You know when somebody's going to show you things. I'm also hearing that song, A Whole New World by Aladdin. So you know when somebody is like, remember Aladdin pretended to be something that he wasn't? 1818 on the timer. You look. You know when somebody is, hold on. I thought I was going to sneeze. What? Anything? Okay, no. So you know when somebody is going to, you know what to expect. You know, like, this is talking about the people that's from your past, or the people that be in your orbit, or you know when such and such is about to call you. You know when you see somebody's energy. You be knowing. Like, you be knowing what's up. You know what I'm saying? But you also know that Aladdin was nothing but a street rat. Cool dude. But at the same time, he was perpetrating to be something that he wasn't, just so that he could get Jasmine. And it was like, he didn't have to do all of that. He could have just been himself, because she was cool with who he was in the first fucking place. She didn't want to be in the fucking palace. Do you understand what I'm saying? She wasn't even putting herself up on a fucking pedestal. She was down in the streets mingling with the commoners, with the regular folk, right? Even even you being a high priest, high priestess, old ancient deity, goddess, whatever, the alchemist, the magician that you are, you still cool. you still can be relatable, right? But you also know when people be in your orbit. You know when people be in your backyard. You know when people, circling around you, they want to see, right? And I'm not trying to be funny, but on some real talk, on some real shit, like on some Christ conscious type stuff. Remember when the lady just wanted to touch Jesus' hand? Some people just want access to you. Do they still have access to you? Can they still talk to you? Can they still be around you? Will you give them that healing energy? Will you give them that word of encouragement? Will you look their way? Will you entertain them? You know what I'm saying? Do they have access to you? That's what it's giving. They want to know. Some of these people that's in your energy, they just want to know if they still have access to you. How do you want to receive it? Okay. Ace of Cups. I thought they was going to tell me to take it in the reverse. Because I was about to say, oh shit. I got to scratching my head. Look, Ace of Swords. Queen of Cups. Some people just want to know if they're going to have access to you. I feel like this is, I'm going to name this reading. This going to be for Cancer season. Okay? It's going to be like a duo message. But in Cancer season, because the Queen of Cups is about Cancer, it's Cancer, it's the mother, it's intuitive, it's in touch with source, it's it's associated with all water signs, right? But Queen of Cups is associated with Cancer and the mother and the mothering ourselves, right? Protecting ourselves, because the mother the mama don't play, right? If you guys, had a halfway, I don't know what your relationship like with your mother, but natural order of being of a mother is someone who is a protector. She intuitively knows what her child needs to be fulfilled, right? And this is who you guys are. People intuitively feel drawn to you, guided to you in some type of way. Look at these two cards. Look at that. Look at that. You see that rim? I hate the lighting. I didn't put up my ring light. But if you can see, oh, there it goes. It kind of has that like braille, and then here it's kind of got like that thing around there like a coin or a pentacle. Energy. People want to still be in your energy still. Can you feel me still? Can you feel me flow? Here we go. Okay. But, people still just want to be loved. They just want to be. Who's calling my? Who's calling my? Who's calling my? Who's calling that shit? Sorry. Is it Stacy? Okay. And then everybody don't have good intentions. You've seen the Page of Cups energy in the reverse. But shit, people just still want to be in close proximity to you. They want to exchange energy with you. Why? Just to see if they fucking can. They don't want shit. Just be mindful of that, okay? Just people they don't want shit, okay? Let's see here. What stage of life you've been training lifetime? Training for this for lifetimes. It's almost 4 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock in the morning just always seems like a normal time to be up to me now. Well, we got at the bottom of the deck the Chariot card. Things just keep on rolling. And we rolling. The Chariot card. Again, Cancer energy, right? But the Chariot is about moving on. Okay? I feel like there are some situations, some things where you won't have closure on. And everything may not be a squeaky, clean, cut and tie from people, places, certain things, or energetic spaces. Just, it's like a light energy. It's nothing really crazy. It shouldn't be heavy. But I do feel like there are certain things that you're still gonna be associated with or to in some particular way on a spiritual level, like between the spiritual level and this this 3D plane, there are going to be people that you are tied to, even if you don't like it, right? And it could be because of family. It could be because of, a small circle of friends, right? Just looking at the Knight of Wands, right? It could just be because of a small circle of friends or whatever the intricacies are here. You've been training for this for a while. Like your soul always knew. Your soul was already dealing with certain situations that pertain to the heart that may have been tricky to obtain. But for you to get to the space where you are now, I'm hearing the word critical, but I feel like it's not so critical like it was before, where maybe it was like, oh, this really hurts. It's not going the way that I want it to, or there was just some level of like some power dynamic or control. And it's like, you know what? This shit's out of my control. I don't really give a damn, right? Like, I don't have to put in a whole lot of energy or effort into something. And I feel like there's some type of level of, I don't know, detachment, I want to say, but someone also feels like they have some level of control over you. And I don't feel like they do. I feel like you just know how to go with the flow of certain shit. Like, if I don't need to, how can I word this? Like, if I don't need to necessarily give a damn, how do I say that? Because it's not what I'm trying to say. It's like, if I don't have to put a whole lot of energy and effort into it, then I'm not going to give a damn. Like, I don't know if I'm wording that right, but I hope you know what I'm saying. Like, certain shit just don't bother you no more. You just don't let it bother you. Like, some shit just is going to be what it is. People are going to feel how they feel. People are going to think how they think. People are going to move how they move. And it's like, that don't have nothing to do with you, right? Like, you're not proving anything to anyone to have their love, their loyalty, their connection, a spiritual bond. You're not going out of your way to prove who you are in the spirit, or that you can even pick up on their energy. Like, you're not overexerting shit. Okay, if they're not showing you love, gratitude, or some type of gratification, and I feel like the gratification is honoring you and your spirit in some way, then I don't know. It's just giving the energy of, oh, that's rude. Like, why would I choose to deal with something or someone who can't respect? And I don't know, I'm hearing belief systems, okay? Someone who can respect your belief system, someone who can respect, I'm hearing molecules as well. So someone doesn't respect the fact that you know who you are on a genetic basis, okay? Someone doesn't want to be respectful of that, okay? Of your spiritual provocation, okay? Page of Cups in the reverse, 3 of Pentacles with the 9 of Swords. They don't want to, like, okay, do you want to build? You want to listen? You want to have a new perspective, right? It's like, you want to work together? No? Okay, cool, right? Like, you want to work together? No. Because the opportunity is there. You've seen the 3 of Pentacles in the middle, but the Page of Cups is in the reverse. And the Page of Cups was reversed, the 3 of Pentacles, and then you had the 9 of Swords. So it's like, ain't nobody gonna be crying over no goddamn spilled milk. If you don't want to work with me, you don't want to team with me, then shit, there's nothing that I can do for you, right? But this is something that you've been for lifetimes, and even in this lifetime, right? Where you've been raised up or you've been trained up to know what, if it don't work, fuck it. And if it ain't broke on your end, why fix it? Right? Chariot card is out here, but this is the Wheel of Fortune energy in the reverse. Like, you don't have to constantly put yourself around other people and then endure their karma or endure whatever they choose. Like, your path is your path, theirs is theirs. You feel me? That's what this is giving. Yeah, Knight of Swords energy. Like, you chose your path, just like they've chosen theirs. You've chosen to awaken. They haven't. You know, they're still stuck in confusion and scarcity and a lack mindset. They don't got nothing to do with you. You feel me? Look, shit, I'm trying to tell you. That ain't got nothing to do with you. This is who you are. This is who they are. This is who you are. Boop, boop, boop. You're not going to be stuck. You can't be in a position of having integrity, faith, and prayer, and worship, and having the know-how to get out and go get it and build it and create it for yourself and be around people who are in energies like this and think you're going to get somewhere. That ain't going to work. Let's see what else Spirit got for you. What else do you need to know? Let's do some on the transformation. Trust, healer, and strength. Everything you have experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. Strong and courageous. Healer. You have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share with others. Trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. And builder. Your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. Right? So, yeah, this is just a little quick energy check-in with that heart space, y'all. Keep changing, keep evolving, keep being your beautiful self. Keep trusting yourself in the process. You know, value yourself, give yourself grace. You know, don't just tolerate you, but pour into yourself, right? And yeah, keep being your beautiful, wonderful selves. Until next time. Oh, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the information to do that is found in the description box below. And what was I going to say? I think that's it. That's it. So, yeah, I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for your support. Love and light. Peace.